With multiple government inquiries into the price of milk hanging over its head, Fonterra has been in the gun lately. And in the last week, New Zealand's largest company hit back, publishing a report it says vindicates it from the allegations made by its independent processor competitors. While numerous government departments have announced they're holding inquiries into the New Zealand domestic milk market, Fonterra has had its own report commissioned. We sat down with Fonterra's Chief Financial Officer, Jonathon Mason, to hear about his thoughts on the report. Okay, Mr. Mason, could you tell us a little bit about what Fonterra makes of the Compass Lexicon report?
First, let's back up for a minute. So there was a milk price inquiry from Minister of Agriculture. We have our Trading Among Farmers initiative that is going to be in the legislative calendar, I guess, immediately after the election. Yeah. And as a result of that, we said, let's get someone objective, internationally respected, who looks at a number of different regulatory regimes and see how they think this regime is working. Because our instinct was the dairy industry in New Zealand has never been better, and that we have more competition now than we've ever had in the past.
Jonathon Mason says Fonterra aren't regulatory experts, so the company hired the best, American antitrust analysts, Compass Lexicon, to take a critical look at how the Dairy Industry Restructuring Act, or DIRA, is working. He says the company found a sector where competition has doubled since 2001 when Fonterra was formed. In fact, Mr. Mason says the report suggests DIRA is one of the best performing regulatory systems Compass Lexicon has ever seen. But from the independent processor's point of view, the fact remains that the industry heavyweight, Fonterra, calculates the milk price and the smaller players don't know how they do it. We asked Mr. Mason what he made of the allegations laid by Fonterra's critics that they're deliberately inflating the price of milk.
I think we've improved our game, and we've gotten better over the last 3 years, and it's showing up in payout. And if you're a competitor, a lot of the competitors are actually willing to pay out as much as profit. Okay, so, and if you're a competitor linked to payout, and you were thinking of Fonterra 3 years ago, your investment isn't worth as much today because we've improved. And so you try to improve your facilities, so you pull that lever as hard as you can. You try to get as efficient as you can. You try to find better sales, and you try to change the rules. And that's the space I think our competitors are in.
Well, so the independent processors, they're not happy. Can you understand their frustrations that Fonterra calculates the milk price sort of behind closed doors? They don't know how you do it. Can you understand their position?
We know that we have to be more transparent to, if we think back, Trading Among Farmers, if I could take a diversion back for a minute, the whole step change on Trading Among Farmers is to first allow farmers to invest in so-called dry shares, and we allowed that, I think, within the last 2 years. That means a whole new set. It's our farmers, but they're putting in extra money purely based on the profit.
Right.
We would also have a shareholders fund. Farmers could sell their economic rights in the shareholders fund, and outside investors would also be only investing in the co-op for profit. Both of those groups need transparency, need to understand what are the fundamental calculations of the milk price, sort of how is that working, and then how is profit generated over and above that. And they need to be able to forecast profit reasonably.
Fonterra says it will release the milk price formula in September, coinciding with its annual report. But Mr. Mason says Fonterra simply can't apologise for its unquestionable success.
So here's the good situation we're in. We have never paid our farmers a better payout. Our profits are higher than materially higher than they have historically been, and we have a lot of opportunities for improvement. And that's why it's exciting to work at Fonterra. Pay our owners a superior return, and our farmers are the most innovative in the world, and we're paying them better than European farmers, North American farmers. They've come through the GFC better than really any other agricultural sector. And we have great opportunities to further improve and make them even happier. I live to make farmers happy.
Benedict Collins, Country 99 TV News.